Welcome to Baba Reads, where stories breathe and timeless lessons walk slowly beside you. Here is where parables rise from the quiet strength of village life. Tales of farmers, wanderers, children, and creatures of the wild, each carrying a lesson tucked gently beneath their journey. Baba Reads calls families and communities back to the sacred power of reading together. Each story invites listeners to slow down, breathe, and sit at the feet of African ancestral wisdom. Welcome to Baba Reads. Story number 3, Echo of the Drum Maker's Heart. In a village near the banks of Lake Victoria lived a young man known for crafting beautiful drums. His carvings were admired, his leather stretched tight, and his instruments sold quickly in the marketplace. Travelers often said his drums were the finest they had ever seen. One season, the chief announced a grand festival to honor the ancestors. He sought a drum whose sound could carry across the plains, a drum worthy of calling the people together. Many believed the young man would be chosen, for his craftsmanship was unmatched. But those who lived near, close to him, knew another truth. Though his hands were skilled, his heart was restless. He rushed through work, grew impatient when things didn't go his way, and often ignored the quiet discipline required to shape a drum that could endure both sun and storm. His drums were beautiful, yes, but beauty alone does not make a sound last. Still, he brought his finest drum before the chief, confident that his polished surface and bold carvings would secure his place. The chief struck the drum once. A deep, impressive sound filled the courtyard. The young man smiled proudly, but the chief struck it again, harder this time. A faint crack whispered beneath the rhythm. He struck it a third time. The drum split along its side. The young man's face fell. "But I used the best wood," he protested. The chief placed a gentle hand on the broken drum. "You shaped the outside well," he said, "but you did not strengthen the inside. A drum may look powerful, but it will always echo the truth of the heart that made it." Then he called forward an older woman from the edge of the village, a quiet drum maker that few paid attention to. Her drums were simple, without elaborate carvings, but they were known to last for generations. When the chief struck her drum, its sound rolled across the plains like distant thunder. No crack nor tremble, only strength. The young man lowered his head. The elder woman approached him and said softly, "A drum is not judged by the decoration, but by the steadiness of the hands and the heart that shaped it." From that day, the young man began a different kind of crafting. He learned patience. He learned to listen to the wood. He learned to quiet his hurried spirit. And in time, his drums no longer echoed his restlessness. They echoed his strength. "Remember this," he said. "Life will always strike you harder than you expect. What breaks or hold is not your talent, but the strength you build within." At the conclusion of every episode, we like to provide you with at least 3 takeaways that can help transform and strengthen you as a family and as a community. The first takeaway is that there are 2 key life lessons we can draw from this story, Echo of the Drum Maker's Heart. Number 1, talent may shape what people see, but true strength is built through patience, discipline, humility, and character. Talent may impress, but character must endure. Number 2, strengthen what's within. When life strikes like a drum, your character becomes the echo. Our second takeaway is a topic for discussion. Number 1, what does pressure reveal about us? Question, when life becomes difficult, what qualities help us remain strong instead of cracking under pressure? Number 2, which matters more, talent or character? Question, what can we do every day to strengthen our character just as we strengthen our skills? The core lesson is true strength is built within. And our final takeaway is the life application challenge. Choose one inner quality, be it patience, discipline, humility, or self-control and intentionally practice it this week, especially when pressure comes. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Baba Reads. My name is Hakeem Irwin, the Transformational Influencer. If you enjoyed this episode, we invite you to please like and subscribe to the We Love Baba Reads YouTube channel. That's We Love Baba Reads. Also, you can find this and 24 more engaging wisdom-filled gems in the book, Baba Reads, Village Parables, Part 1, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook formats. Baba Reads is brought to you by GFF Life LLC, Greater Faith and Favor Life LLC, where the vision is believe greater, live greater. Be blessed.